Okay guys, so we're going to get into how to self-install your Bohemian crochet locks. Okay guys, so this really only took me about an hour and 41 minutes. As you can see, that is the entirety of the video. So I started out with my hair being freshly washed, shrinkage, and then I just kind of like combed through it. And then I started to part off in the front where I wanted the individual crochet locks to be installed. I'm not really a fan of crochet locks and crochet styles looking like crochet, so I always do individuals in the front, at the minimum, if not on the back and the sides for ponytails. So what I began to do after that was I parted it off and I started cornrowing. Like I said, I had somewhere to be, so I'm probably gonna do about, let's see, like 4 on each side, because, well, I had somewhere to be and I can be a bit of a procrastinator, and so yeah, it is what it is. So but this was really fast, didn't take me too long, so here we are. So like I said, these were like bigger parts. I usually do about maybe like 6 or 7 on each side, but like I said, I did 4 this time. I just tried to get them as flat as possible, but because my hair was like freshly washed and oiled and moisturized and stuff, it got pretty flat for the most part until I got to the top where it gets like really thick. But I guess y'all will see that sooner than later. Okay guys, so right about here is where my face really starts to contort a lot, and make a really odd funny face. That is because I am watching Game of Thrones as I am braiding my hair, because I just refuse to be bored or my brain not just be entertained for any small period of time for some reason. Yeah, so just keep that in mind as you are watching this video and my face just starts to distort and I look very like stressed and worried. Like, really just keep that in mind that I am watching Game of Thrones. I have been rewatching all of the seasons, and I think I might have been, I don't know, maybe like on the last episode. So yeah, but it's a pretty good show. I digress. So as you can see guys, I have my 4 braids done on the other side, and I'm just like very pleased with myself. So we're gonna go through and attempt to part with this raggedy big comb, and I'm not exactly sure what I was thinking. I do not know why I did not have my parting comb with me, but I am at my parents' house in one of their spare bedrooms, so we're just gonna make it do what it do. So I did start to cornrow the other side. Like I said, I really only did 8. I would usually do 6 at the minimum, if not 7 or 8, but I had somewhere to be. I had to get out the house, and that is the great thing about this hairstyle. If you do have somewhere to be in a couple of hours, but you do want it to look like it took someone 6 or 8 hours, maybe even 10, to get your hair done, the great thing about it is that you can achieve that. And if you want to do it like me, take a little shortcut, you can do that in an hour and 40 minutes, just like I did. It takes really like not a lot of time, as long as you can just sit down and get through it. So yeah. Okay guys, so now we have reached the end of braiding down our base. So what we're going to do now is we're going to get our needle and thread so that we can sew those braids down in the back. So that is how you would complete it, get the full crochet look. So I took the 4 braids and I made some type of big plait, and then I crossed it in the back, and I just sewed it down like straight across. I couldn't really show you that necessarily, but I will work on that. But other than that, it is a lot of girls on YouTube who will show you that. It is super easy. I mean, it's just really nothing special. You just sew it down so it don't come out. So then we're gonna go do the other side. Make sure that is it took me a minute to thread that for some reason. Maybe because I was paying too much attention to Game of Thrones. buttons, but I digress. So yeah, so we're gonna do the exact same thing, just gonna sew it across. It looks like a little poo-poo. Oh, forgive me, guys. So anyway, yeah, we're just gonna sew that down, and it's going to hopefully stay stable. Actually, I am recording this a little later, so yeah, it actually did stay stable until I took it out and washed my hair again. But yeah. So now we are getting to the individuals. I parted it out pretty thick so that I could do 2 rows of individuals. And like I said, I really do not know what I was thinking when I did not have my parting comb, because these parts are very, very subpar. But it is okay, because even though that is not something that I would do to you, that is something I did to myself. So I always try to make sure the part matches up with where I parted my cornrows, because that's just how regular braids are, aren't they? For the most part, at least. But you could do a messy part if you like, but I just prefer to do it that way to make it link up. So yeah, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna slow this part of the video down, as you can see. So what I start doing is I part it into 3 pieces, and I plait. I would say maybe 1/3 of the way, and then I start twisting down, just because there's no reason to really braid it all the way down. And I do the same for all of them. So I like I said, break it into 3, do a plait 1/3 of the way down, and then I twist. So I'm gonna keep parting in that manner and just do the same process all the way through. So that is gonna prep for my individual crochet locks.
And go ahead, Rolls Royce, Lamborghini, Blue Medina, always beaming, rag top, chrome pipes, blue lights, out of sight, long weed, sold in, say it again, sold in, make that money, throw it in, booty bouncing, go ahead, Rolls Royce, Lamborghini, Blue Medina, always beaming, rag top, chrome pipes, blue lights, out of sight, long weed, sold in, say it again, sold in, make that money, throw it in, booty bouncing, go ahead, Rolls Royce, Lamborghini, Blue Medina.
Okay guys, so now we have finished our braid down. Success. We're going to get our Bohemian lock, and then we're going to get our crochet needle, and we're going to get a clip. We're going to clip that hair out of the way so that we can focus on what we're supposed to be focusing on. We're going to make sure our crochet needle is open, and we're going to just slide it under the base. Then once you slide it under the base, you're going to put your crochet lock onto the hook, and then you're going to close it, slide it under, and pull it through. It's really, really easy, guys. I promise you, if it wasn't easy, I wouldn't be doing it. So with your plait that is hanging out, you're going to wrap it around tightly. Just keep wrapping it around very, very tightly until you reach the end. And when you get to the end, you're going to take the end of your hair and you're going to crochet it into the braid. And you're just going to repeat that process. So I'm going to show you one more time at a relatively slow rate. And like I said, hopefully I explained that well enough that you can kind of follow me. But if you can't, I'm telling you right now, there is 1,000,002 women on YouTube who will teach you how to crochet. So yeah, like I said, you're just gonna make sure you wrap it around tightly so that it blends. That's the great thing. I made sure that the hair blends with our African American hair. So it's really like a seamless install, guys. Like, I promise you, it really, really is seamless, as you can see. You looks like somebody installed it by themselves. Okay, get into it. So yeah, we're just gonna keep on doing that, and that is how we're going to do the individuals in the front. Alright guys, so now we have finally reached the end of the individual install part. So now we can get to my favorite part, which is really just, regular crocheting. So what you do is of course you're going to have your locks ready on hand, because I hope you would have already had them ready on hand because you did your individuals. So yeah. And you're going to make sure that you open your crochet hook, slide it under the base of the braid, put the crochet lock onto it where the little hole part is, guys. Like I said, if I'm not doing that great of a job of explaining it, then please consult YouTube. I probably will drop another tutorial on exactly how to crochet, but I feel like it's explanatory, and I feel like there's 1,000,000 other people who've done it, but yeah, let me know if you really want me to do it. But anyway, so yeah, slide it through, pull it through. That's basically all you're doing. Just sliding under, latching, and pulling through. Slide it under, latch it, pull it through. Slide it under, latch it, pull it through. It's a wonderful science, guys. It's a wonderful science. So with that being said, I have about 120 locks in my head. That's usually because I don't have the biggest head. Look, I have more face than head, unfortunately. So it usually takes about 120 to do mine, but in everyone else's set I have 140. So it should cover up all of this, but just about all the spaces in your head. If it does not, remember guys, this is crochet, so crochet does not, there are expected to be like little tiny gaps, just like you would have with regular parting. But you won't actually see any of those. So as you'll see me, I will start to, fill in, with my fingers to see where there are any like really like noticeable bigger holes, and I will put a lock there. And that is the same thing that I, subscribed you to do until they are gone. Don't get too focused in on one side. You really want to focus more on like, a lot of evenness as well. And just making sure that your look is basically exactly what you need and want. Because what you don't want to do is have too many on one side, or, too many in the front and on the back. Ugh, it's just too much. So just try to make sure you're giving yourself like an even coating of locks. And I really try to make sure, especially my perimeter is like, really full, and the top, is really, really full. But, do as you like, do as you may. But like I said, the 140 locks will definitely cover all of it, because 120 does mine. So extra 20 will definitely do the job. And even on some of my clients who have like, I would say probably about 4 bundles of hair, 140 covers it very, very well. So I definitely know for a fact it will, do yours. Alright guys, so I am done. Yes, we finally finished in under an hour and 50 minutes. So we're going to smooth those edges so we can get out of the house. And please remember that these are the Bohemian locks in long. They're about 25 inches. They reach past my butt. I'm about 5'6.5". So yeah guys, I hope y'all enjoyed this video, and we will see you next time. Bye.